Remember the good old days where we could follow every anime being released?
Yeah.
I don't.
Nostalgia.
You didn't have enough time to follow full 2022 anime?
Like there's a shit ton.
Introducing
Oh
Winter
my god.
2023, where we've added an extra 12 shows on top of how many fall had. So that's
I mean, I
extra
wonder like
full
how many
season of
Isekai
anime
is in
per
there.
week. We've
I
got
honestly
a whole
wonder.
54 new anime this season, so I'm sure we got
That's
some
a
quality
lot.
stuff, right? Let's see, we got more Isekai, a lot of Isekai,
Yeah, a lot of
Spy
Isekai.
Extreme Daddy, Girls Thirst Over Man's Best Friend, Near Automata. Okay,
Yeah, the
now
game.
we're talking.
Yeah, the
Near has
game.
one of the most hard-hitting stories in the history of video games. An incredible,
played it, though.
profound, introspective tale exploring philosophy, consciousness that will make you question the meaning of life itself. Let's see how Near fans are appreciating this incredible story.
This fucking video is so cool. It looks like he's actually in a video game. I grew up playing Daemira and riding bikes, and this looks exactly like the game did. And it's insane he managed to sync it up so perfectly. And it just, I don't know how he, like, the accuracy of the it's perfect. I don't.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. Oh my god. Winter anime in 2020 in a shot. Wait, is this?
Obviously, it's the strawberry
Yeah.
one, but there's
Such a
The arrow.
basic fucking bitch answer.
All right, you want a real answer, Joey?
Yeah, it's coming.
The
It's coming.
2002 tie-in merchant Pop-Tarts that came out for the Spider-Man movie.
What,
If you want
what
it,
are you saying?
Sometimes all you need in a show is some
Yeah,
dumb, bloody
obviously
fun. And
Revenger,
this show
I
about
knew
a
it.
group of
I
betrayed
was like,
samurai taking
very
revenge on their
familiar.
revengees called Revengers seems to be
Revenger.
exactly that. Gen the Butcher Urabuchi is back, baby. We got the blood, we got the action, we got the violence. We don't got Tokyo in the name. That's probably why more people aren't watching this. If you like your anime with a
Absolutely,
spice
maybe,
of revenge
yeah.
on the side, just look
Tokyo
at how hard this
Revenger.
guy gets revenged.
Why we gotta be screaming? Like, Jesus.
God damn, that guy
Damn,
did some
bro.
revenging.
聖火ランプローグに転生した。
Leverage? Oh my god.
This
Yes,
just convinced some
leverage.
isekai AI generated, because there is no way the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world isn't a title written by
Yeah,
ChatGPT.
that is like
Black
ChatGPT
hair,
open
overpowered
act.
protag,
Absolutely.
a harem, that
Jesus.
fucking scene where they go to magic school and everyone's surprised the main character
Yeah.
can do magic without any
Oh my God.
incantation. This has it all. Or wait, are we missing something?
奴隷の身分についてよく教育してやるよ。
And there it is! Can't have an
Yeah.
isekai
Oh my
without a bit
god.
of slavery.
Of course. Yeah.
Why is this a
Why?
trope? When did this become a staple
Why?
of isekai
Like,
anime?
is it the
I
shield
swear
hero?
to God, if I see one more anime with slavery, ooh, slavery.
Yes.
Now this is a good shit.
Vinland Saga.
is back with Studio Mappa this time, on their way to collecting every single anime franchise
Infinity
to ever
Stone.
exist. They seem to be doing an excellent job taking the mantle from Studio Wits once again. This looks like it's truly going to do justice to the legendary source material. Stardew Valley. Alright, we also got... Fuck. How many more sequels do we
Oh,
have
yeah.
here? Tokyo
That's a
Revengers 2,
lot,
Nagatoro's
too.
Second Attack, Bungo Stray Dogs 4, Rising of the Shield Lolly
That's
2,
a lot of
Inspector
sequels,
2,
that's for sure.
Danmachi 4. I think there are more sequels in this one season than all the anime in some older seasons, but all that doesn't matter because Anos the Giga Chad Voldigode has returned to take his crown once more.
Yeah, the
No, you
misfit.
don't seem that different from every isekai protagonist. Oh, I'm sorry. How many other anime protagonists do you know that's won a war, had his first kiss, killed a guy with a heartbeat, got his
Yeah,
own
this is, like,
harem, is the strongest
different, but
the
in
world,
some
had
ways,
10,000 kids when he was 1 month old. Well,
What?
looks like we got some fairy slaves this
Okay, I
time.
don't know.
Gentlemen and ladies, are we not all tired of slavery in our fantasy anime?
Yes.
Do we not
Yes.
all agree? Slavery is bad?
Yes.
Well, have no fear. I shall put a stop to this endless cycle of slavery. And now you're gonna do that with more slavery.
He did.
Well, looks like we got ourselves a cute little shoujo about a
Just-
girl
I-
on a
I don't know,
sled.
like, what is that trope?
Worker fairy. That's what they're called in the show. That's totally different. She's innocent.
Totally.
Just look at her innocently buying this fairy in a market that traffics fairies.
Such a bargain and proper nice as well.
Honestly though, that aside, it's good to see more shoujo anime coming out now, and this looks gorgeous. I'm loving the watercolor
Yeah, the
style
animation,
background and character
like,
design.
the male
If you're
lead
one of the
seem
many OG
absolutely
style
familiar
shoujo
to, like,
fans in
Genshin
modern day,
Impact.
this might be one for you.
やってみなさい。
Man arrested
Yep.
on suspicion of murder.
My bros, it's starting. The era of tomboys is upon
Oh.
us. Short hair? Check. Cute
Check.
fangs? Check.
Check.
Muscles? check. Neuron activation? Double check. If any man here wishes to join our Church of Tomboys today, you need just utter the holy phrase.
Love the kind of woman that can kick my ass.
Oh
Girls,
yeah,
if you think the worst thing you can say is no, we got Tomo-chan is a girl. A tomboy, so
Yeah.
friendly,
Tomboy,
so
so
completely
much.
overpowering. She gets bro-zoned.
Oh, that's
You
the
could've just said
word
this
that
was
friend
Tomboy
zone.
Nazaki-kun, and that's
Bro
all you
zone,
needed to
oh.
say, baby. We got assassination classroom, except the girls try to become spies in an
Oh, yeah,
organization
spy
based
class.
entirely
What?
around cute anime girls. I like to call this aesthetic. Wait, this isn't a gacha game adaptation? You know, after Licorice Recall, I'm getting a bit concerned now about just how many nations have decided
honestly,
to put
I
their
don't know.
entire national security on the back of adorable anime girls. When Kaguya-sama first aired, it asked the question, what happens if two tsunderes like each other? But now, the Ice
I
Guy, his
wonder.
cool female colleague, asks, what happens if two kuderes like each other? And I think I have the answer. Black holes with the mass of our sun will take
Black hole?
10,000
Why are they
billion,
going over there?
billion
Billion.
years to
Jeez.
evaporate.
Seriously?
0.0000001% of its mass. Meaning, black holes will be around for more years after the last star has died than there are atoms in the observable universe. They will
Okay,
be
where's he
the
going with
oldest
this?
thing left in the dying universe. Only second to these two getting a step closer to confessing.
Oh yeah, I mean it's pain because like, huh?
Jumping straight off the Spy X Family hype train, we have Buddy Daddy.
Buddy
showing
Daddy,
what happened if
yeah.
John Wick had a bring your daughter to work day. This is kind of like Spy X Family, except Anya's parents
very
aren't casually
similar.
bringing her along while they murder groups of people, or assassinating her biological dad right in front of her. This is a family-friendly show, right? Ignoring this 4-year-old's incoming repressed trauma, this one's pretty cute actually, and a lot of that is down to how good of a job they're doing at portraying this kid. I think they did an even better job than Anya, making her feel like a
Really?
kid. Forget your perfectly crafted birth rate fixing anime daughters. This is the real deal because sometimes she's just a
annoying
little shit,
kids.
ain't she?
I want to apologize.
This is one I was most
Yo,
excited
chill.
about. Trigun
Trigun.
Stampede. If you got into anime in the same generation I did, Trigun was probably
I
one
mean,
of the
I did
first
not, but
anime
like
you
I tried
watched,
again
so
the
I couldn't be
original.
more excited to
It's
see
pretty
this
good,
reimagining
yeah.
from Studio Orange. You got a sci-fi desert setting of Dune meets Clint Eastwood, some good old-fashioned
But, like, the
spaghetti
main
western
character,
action.
like,
Vash
Dragon
is just as goofy
adaptation
and
is-
charismatic as ever. For all the radical changes they've made compared to the originals, I've enjoyed the first few episodes immensely. Now let's talk about 3D. Once again, Studio Orange is proving why they are the king of 3D anime. You can say you don't dig
I
the
don't dig
style,
it that
but you
much,
can't
though.
say that this is a badly animated show. The
I
insane
mean, yeah,
dynamic
true, it's
action
not bad,
shots,
but
the
like I
character
don't dig it.
animations and little micro expressions they have. Oh, I recognize that city from anywhere. This is a fantasy
Yeah,
anime.
very
Let's see what's
similar.
going on in this
Oh,
fantasy
no.
world.
I don't. What?
We got a group of fantasy misfits that have been thrown out of their original groups to band together to create an outcast
Yeah, they
group.
seem like
And I don't know why I
absolutely
find this so
familiar as
amusing,
hell.
but the main
Oh my
protagonist's
God.
name is Nick. Yes, Nick.
Watch
I don't know why I
it
find
out
that so funny. And here we have the Hall of Fame of the most iconic anime characters of all time.
Come on.
Goku, Naruto,
Naruto.
Saitama. Fucking Nick, innit? If you ever think you're failing in romance in life, remember this guy just snagged the prettiest girl in class who shows up at his door, cleans his room, takes care of him, and cooks him the perfect meals every day, and all he had to do was give her an
Accept her.
umbrella.
What? Wow.
That's it!
Wow.
That was just a joke though. See, that's not me. I'm in a happy
Wow.
relationship, and this is way too pure and wholesome for my tastes. Just look at how innocently she takes care of him and cooks for him and cleans for him. Disgusting. This relationship is so wholesome. No guy would ever want that in their own lives. Okay, Sydney, you can put the gun away now. Oh, here we go. Another show in the teasing genre. Now we're talking. That last show was way too pure. I've seen enough Nagatoro to know where this is going.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
This is just more wholesome.
Is there absolutely no horny this season? Come on, it must be somewhere.
Come on.
Oh boy, it's time for the era
Yeah.
of 2B horniness to enter the anime community. Nier Automata is one of the most beloved action JRPGs of modern times, so a lot of fans will be watching this closely with judging eyes, and so
I mean-
far, it's pretty good. The action looks decent, they are doing my gal 2B justice in every department, the CG
Never
even looks
like
really
check the
good.
game.
For a PS2 game, it seems like this is on course for a decent adaptation so far. But
the CG, I don't know
one of the
about
most
that one.
profound and amazing video game experiences of all time. But part of the reason it works is because the creator is a fucking madman. So much of Nier's insane experience is tied to the crazy way Yoko Taro decided to integrate it into the gameplay. You complete the game, he forces you to replay it not once but twice to get the full story. It has 26 possible endings. Some of the shit in here is even out there for a lot of gamers, so I'm not sure how well the Nier Automata experience can be translated to a TV series. But either way, I'll be very curious to see how they continue to adapt. Oh, this must be that secret anime original ending. 2 years ago, Studio Bind blasted onto the scene with Mushoku Tensei. This season, they are back with Oshimai, which is unironically, and perhaps a bit worryingly, one of the best animated shows this season. I'll be honest, I've heard from manga readers this is meant to be an innocent, wholesome show, but there is some sussy-wussy anime bullshit going on in the background here. Because at the end of the day, it's about an unemployed, degenerate man who wakes up one day to find himself as a cute, young anime girl. Yes, that's right.
Where's this
About
going?
a Discord mod turning into his own profile picture.
Where's this going?
The creator of Kakiguri is back, and they just can't seem to get away from the casino setting, can they? My man's out here casually getting a royal flush, which has a 0.0000154% chance of happening,
Yeah, we
or
get
as a
it,
gacha
bro.
gamer would call it, rather good odds. This looks like a dopey, fun action series where everyone has a different bullshit power depending on whatever playing card they have. You got this girl, who has the power of Thai food. Then Americans be like, this is looking like it could be a lot of fun, but I think more people will be watching it if they just went ahead and called this card Captain JoJo. Alright, where's all these guys this season? Did someone say isekai? Nah, I think this is an old fantasy.
Get out.
Finally, a fantasy anime that goes, we don't need to copy every other fantasy isekai world to ever be made. Let's copy Attack on Titan instead. I kid. This is more Monster Hunter than it is Attack on Titan. I'm always excited to see promising anime original projects, and this one has yet to fully show its cards, so I'm definitely going to be keeping a close eye on this, if not only to keep track of how they handle the relationship between the main duo of this older guy and the younger looking teenage girl.
Sassy.
Bye, bitch.
Now here's an isekai concept I can get behind. What's the best way to save up for early retirement? Just embezzle your money to another world. You know, we've had enough morally correct power fantasy protagonists. I'm glad there's finally a girl who's showing us what isekai was always meant to be about. Escaping the IRS. Holy Jesus, how many more isekai fantasy shows do we have this season? We got an actual farming isekai this time where they do real farming instead of killing dragons with carrots or whatever the hell this is. I know you think you've seen every ridiculous isekai power-up imaginable, but campfire cooking in another world with my absurd skill has introduced possibly the most overpowered ability an isekai protagonist has ever acquired. Amazon Prime. Chilling in my 30s after getting fired from the Demon King's army? Finally, an isekai protagonist with a worthless power I can relate to. Being 30.
I can't relate. My mind is having like midlife crisis.
There's yet another fantasy about an Otome game villainess. To its credit, this one has a pretty unique premise. Instead of a girl getting isekai'd into an Otome game, the in-game characters can actually hear their players' Let's Play commentary as the voice of God. We finally got lock-picking lawyer in another world. Dude gets isekai'd just to find himself opening chests for his party. Reborn to the Master of Blade, from Hero King to Extraordinary Squire, looks alright actually. It's always refreshing to see dragons that not only aren't CG,
I mean, like,
but
it's kind of like new perspective and isekai, but
as well.
it's very too similar.
Way better than it has any right to be, but with so many isekai and fantasy shows airing this season, I might actually have to be selective with which shows I watch, which is why I've had to put all my chips into one isekai pick this season. It would probably be this. The Magical Revolution of the Reincarnated Princess and Young Genius Lady may sound like a title designed to give your brain an aneurysm, but it's a show that instantly charms you into its world and characters. It's one of those shows that actually tries to tell a classic fantasy story overdoing bullshit isekai stuff, and a lot of this is down to the protagonist being an absolute force of nature.
Oh yeah, seeing like there's two like this Sam's in.
I am convinced she's the reincarnation of Chisato in a fantasy world, because she takes over any scene with her infectious energy. But I know, there's a lot of isekai this season. What is this show doing that's more special than every other isekai airing right now? Gay girls, isn't it?
Wow, like that just like the amount of isekai anime that just like coming up in this winter, like it's just like upping more and more. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's been your boy Neonz. Goodbye.